Now, just ahead of the holidays, health experts are warning that Omicron is expected to cause the greatest surge in infections to date.
News 13's Hannah McKenzie has a warning from a local doctor.
Whether you're hitting the road or catching a flight, no one wants COVID-19 for Christmas. Health officials say protocols are key to keeping everyone safe this holiday. This holiday season, catch a flight, not COVID.
Just taking a little trip to Disney World.
Michael and Crystal Hill flying to Florida with their daughters. Are you guys worried about COVID concerns at all?
Not really.
No, not really. We're taking the precautions we need to right now.
Loaded with luggage, Renee Tenneman heading home to Texas for some big celebrations.
We'll have about 40 at the house. Everybody is vaccinated except for the littles.
They adhere to guidelines, Tenneman says. She's married to a COVID-19 RN.
Keeps us pretty well up on our toes.
Health experts like Dr. Jennifer Mullendor warning those mingling with family and friends not to drop your guard against COVID-19.
Typically after holidays, we see an increase, a bump in cases. We saw that most recently after Thanksgiving. Get vaccinated if you're not vaccinated, wear your mask, keep your distance, and if you're feeling sick, please, please, please stay home.
According to the North Carolina Department of Health and Human Services, Omicron is 2 to 3 times more contagious than the Delta variant and 4 to 6 times more contagious than the original COVID-19 strain.
We've taken all the precautions. We've had all the shots, the vaccines, and we've taken our PCR test to get on the flight. So right now, I think we're in good shape.
Stephen Curtis, Diane Hunter, and son John Hunter heading out for a European river cruise.
No worries at all about Omicron variant?
Well, with the European countries we're going to and the states within them are so regulated that we think that they're going to be better controlled than Henderson County, where we live.
2019 was the busiest year on record here at the Asheville airport. That's according to airport officials. This year, they tell me they're nearing, if not exceeding, that record.
One of Asheville's downtown landmarks is in the need of millions of dollars in repairs. News 13's Andrew James takes us inside the Basilica of St. Lawrence to show us the growing needs and the price tag for the project.
It's hard to miss the Basilica of St. Lawrence in downtown Asheville, but if you take a closer look, you can see some signs of the needed repairs. And the preservation group tackling the project is hoping for community support. As the pews fill up for Sunday afternoon Mass at the Basilica of St. Lawrence.
This was his love song to the Catholic Church.
Mary Everest admires the work of architect and builder Raphael Guastafino. The church is more than 100 years old, and it's starting to show its age.
The church has some leaks, and there's what they call efflorescence, that you can see where the water has infiltrated in areas, and that's starting to damage some of the mortar.
Everest is the president of the Basilica Preservation Fund, the group working to restore the church. She showed me the critical needs identified in a historic structures report completed in 2020. The price tag is anywhere from $15 to $20 million.
And it's going to be a very tricky process to understand how we can keep the integrity of the building and the integrity of the design at the same time.
The work will include a redesign and repair of the roof and stained glass windows. The Basilica Preservation Fund plans to launch a financial campaign in early 2022. And Everest says every donation makes a difference.
This restoration should involve everyone who loves this building, not just wealthy donors.
The goal is to choose a firm for the roof redesign in 2022, with work beginning as quickly as possible. Everest tells me they don't plan to close the Basilica once the work begins.
It truly is a gem, and sometimes people that live in Asheville and grow up in Asheville don't even understand what we have here.
And if you would like to learn more or donate to the Basilica Preservation Fund, we'll have a link posted in this story at WLOS.com.
Believe it or not, we are only 1 week away, and with just a handful of shopping days left before Christmas, some are seeking alternative options to buy last-minute gifts. News 13's Hannah McKenzie has more on the growing trend of thrifting and buying secondhand this holiday season.
The secondhand market is projected to double by 2025, reaching $77 billion. That's according to a consumer report from ThredUp. Many of the folks I spoke with today are contributing to that number. Thrift for a gift.
We're just looking for some last-minute Christmas options for different people in our family.
Savvy shoppers like Kaylee Flanagan looking to save this holiday season.
There's no reason to spend a whole bunch of money when you can go get a secondhand item for way less, and it's just as great.
Saving money and animals.
Every single cent goes right to Asheville Humane.
A win-win, says Kelly Paul, senior manager at the Asheville Humane Society thrift store. Plus, it's sustainable.
Basically, everything you see in the store would end up in a dumpster if it wasn't here.
Shopping secondhand avoids supply chain issues, shipping delays, and big box store markups.
I got two lovely little tops.
Sherry Trout finding a few bargains at Angel's Attic thrift store in Fletcher.
And you're recycling things, you're passing things on, you're keeping memories going.
Proceeds here going directly to Charlie's Angels Animal Rescue, says Executive Director Kim Smith.
That stabilizes the rescue, and it also allows us to help more senior animals.
With new donations daily, Smith likening thrifting to a treasure hunt.
Lady the other day bought a $115 blouse for $8.
Over at the Antique Tobacco Barn in Asheville.
Oh my gosh, we've seen sales like skyrocket, I want to say.
With more than 60 vendors, Kay Seahas says there's something for everyone.
Everything has been somewhere and has ended up here, which I think is so fascinating.
Yeah. Cooper helping owner Mary Abendroth sniff out the perfect present.
And now I'm so happy that I found one for her.
Abendroth able to find this stoneware crock at a fraction of the cost.
If it's from the heart, like this is for my daughter-in-law, and I know she's absolutely going to love it. It doesn't matter if it's not brand new, right?
This holiday season, close to 50% of those surveyed by ThredUp say they're opting to thrift instead of shopping retail.